Picture this. It's your wedding day, the moment you've been planning for months and months, maybe even years. The morning has gone smoothly, energy is high, and your guests would have just started to arrive at your venue about now. But as you're getting into the car to go to your ceremony, a button falls off. Your veil rips. Maybe you start sweating like you've never sweated before, or your heel breaks. What do? This is exactly why a wedding day emergency kit is your best friend and your safety net. It's the ultimate just-in-case toolkit, and trust me, it's not just for the bride. With a little prep in advance, you can sail through your big day like a pro and have immediate solutions at your fingertips no matter what curveballs get thrown your way. Today I'm going to teach you all about why you need an emergency kit, when to put it together, and most importantly, what to put in the bloody thing. Let's get stuck into it. Unbridely is a community of pro wedding vendors who believe in freedom and integrity in weddings, giving you options, solutions, tips and tricks to create the experience and memories that you and your fiancé really want and deserve. Because we believe that weddings are a team sport. With how-tos, stories and interviews with recently married couples, we find out what went right and what they'd change if they could go back and do it all over again. I'm Camille and welcome to the Unbridely podcast. So let's get serious here. Why do you need an emergency kit? Murphy's Law, the adage that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, applies doubly to a wedding day. And that is because every moment is so precious and you're running to a timeline, often in a location that you're not familiar with, and in an outfit that's fancy, delicate or special in some way. Speed and convenience is everything. Because you're trying to maximise your enjoyment and comfort while avoiding the unexpected mishaps that could derail your day. Like what, I hear you ask? Let me run a few scenarios by you. So think about wardrobe malfunctions, like I just said at the start, like buttons coming off, zippers getting stuck or breaking, tears or rips in dresses, suits, a strapless dress slipping down, makeup smudging onto clothing, etc., etc. What about weather-related issues like unexpected rain causing wet shoes, frizzy hair, soggy attire, extreme heat leading to sweat stains, melted makeup, overheating guests, wind messing up hairstyles, blowing away decor or causing outdoor decorations to fall. There can be health-related issues like headaches, migraines due to stress or dehydration, blisters from new shoes, that's a classic, very uncomfortable heels will do that, allergic reactions to flowers, to foods or makeup, nerves from not eating enough, dehydration from running around. What about food and beverage spills? Wine or sauce stains on the wedding dress, suit or guest attire? Food stuck in your teeth? And simple tech glitches can really stop you in your tracks, like a dead phone or camera batteries with no charger. And you're not going to believe it, but that's just the start of it. So getting together an emergency kit ahead of time will give you peace of mind, knowing you've prepared for pretty much everything from wardrobe malfunctions to headaches. The kit is your backup plan, helping you to enjoy the moment rather than stressing over minor issues. As I said, time is precious and you don't want to waste a single minute of it. So my next tip is when to get your emergency kit together. And in my opinion, what is ideal is pulling together the elements of your kit as early as 3 months out so you can gradually add items without last-minute panic, and it also won't make a massive dent budget-wise. You can get a couple of things a week, put them in there, tick them off, you're good. You want to have everything together by the last week. You don't want to be running around taking care of this. You want to make sure that everything is covered. This also will give you time to test products, check for allergies, or swap out items if you need. You're probably going to have most of these things, but Similar to getting a bag ready to go to the hospital when you have a baby, you won't have time to get everything together in the last minute. Plus, if you have an overly enthusiastic mum, mother-in-law, sister, or friend, this is a brilliant and very useful project to give to them. So what should go in this thing? There are 5 main categories of items that can be super useful, and these are the things that get used the most. The first things, of course, the category that I like to put them into are toiletries. So all the beauty products, things that take care of your skin and your hair and your body, things that you'll be using to get ready on the morning of, and you might need little touch-ups of, top-ups of during your wedding day. So in the toiletries category, I would include a small mirror, pretty self-explanatory, a little mini hairspray, bobby pins, hair ties, and then, as I said, touch-up makeup. So whatever makeup has been used to make you look your best, you want either little samples of that or full size, whatever you want to do, but you want to be able to touch up using that same makeup, those same colors, all the different textures and varieties of the makeup, that already has been used on your skin. So we're making sure that we're not adding anything that could potentially react. Tissues, pretty standard. Some blotting paper. Some people can get greasy, especially summer. Think hot summer and spring weddings. You don't want to be layering on lots of powder as you go throughout the day. So some blotting paper, you can gently press that. You're all beautiful and shine free. You are probably going to need, depending on your personal needs, but spray deodorant and antiperspirant can be really handy because nerves generally will make you extra sweaty. So having the spray just helps keep it a little bit more dry rather than using a roll-on. You want to keep things out of your teeth. You want floss or toothpicks, toothbrush, toothpaste, pretty standard. Perfume, whatever perfume you're wearing. Things that can help you get out of trouble, like baby wipes, makeup remover, cotton balls, swabs, cotton buds, whatever you use. Things that can help put things back together again for you. Eyelash glue, a razor, nail file, tweezers. Clear nail polish is awesome for sticking things together temporarily, and nail polish in whatever color you're wearing so you can fix a chip if you need. Pads, tampons, sanitary items, whatever your preference is there. Hand and or body lotion in case you end up with some scaly skin as you go along. And sunscreen, of course, to protect you and anyone else who might need access to your emergency kit. Toiletries is a massive category because of everything that you're doing to get ready for this very special day. Having little sample sizes is going to save you space, but it might just be a case of bringing your big box of tissues and shoving them in a big roller bag and dragging them along. And I've got a tip at the end of the episode for you about maybe who should be responsible for this too. The next category of things that I think you could find very, very useful in your emergency kit are wardrobe fixes. It's pretty common that there is a wardrobe malfunction at a wedding. It can be the wedding party. It could be the couple getting married. It might be the little ones. It could be a guest. So just having on hand the simplest of things to pull people back together again so they can get back on the dance floor is great. It's so handy. It saves a lot of embarrassment too. So things like a basic sewing kit. It's got some different coloured cotton, one in a light colour, one in a dark colour, a few different sized needles, etc. Just very basic. Safety pins can pull everything together. Fashion tape is going to help prevent any nip slips that are unintentional. Hem tape, stain remover, big one. And there are pens, like stain remover pens, there are sticks, there are sprays, whatever you would normally use or whatever's convenient for you. Grab one of those. Some spare buttons, very handy. Talc powder can be excellent for hiding a stain on a white gown. White chalk, very, very similar. Anti-static spray. So, if you've got, let me think, bridesmaids with a particularly sort of silky, satiny dress and it's all clinging to them, a little spray of the anti-static spray, good as gold. Maybe some non-slip shoe pads or shoe sole protectors, depending if you're outside or inside, whether you're trying to protect the soles of your shoes or maybe give yourself a bit of extra grip. Boutonniere or bouquet pins, they can be used to secure ribbon, flowers, buttonholes, the whole thing. A lint roller, worth its weight in gold. I did a wedding on the weekend where my beautiful couple had their 2 greyhounds, which was just magical for me, having a greyhound myself. And one of the greyhounds had beautiful black fur. And of course, her mum had a beautiful sort of ivory coloured dress. So as soon as the 2 got together, there was like black fur all over her dress. So the bridesmaid had the job, had the lint roller, had to work pretty hard actually to get it off. But she was like pristine as she walked down the aisle, even though she just had massive cuddles with her big black greyhound beforehand. So yeah, lint roller, big props to lint rollers. You might need a crochet hook if your dress has got a lot of buttons, so they can be very handy to be able to get them on and get them off easily. And a couple of extra things which might be a bit over the top for you or might be needed are shoe polish, spare shoe laces, should any shoelaces break, and a portable steamer can be really handy. You can look great when you jump in the car, but then when you arrive at the ceremony or the reception, you can end up a little bit crinkled. And there's not the time to iron them or anything like that. A portable steamer is really the best you can do. And it might just be like at the base of a skirt or something like that. So very handy. Pretty full on, but, depends on how far you want to go. Things that bore me as a grown-up. Dusting, finding the best energy company deal for our family's needs, and getting stuck in traffic. And you know what else is right up there? Changing my name after I got married. In fact, just the thought of the process and how many different companies I'd need to contact to make it happen makes me feel, at best, overwhelmed, and at worst, like I really should get stuck into the dusting. It's estimated that newlyweds spend up to 8 hours of their precious time working through the name change process with an average of 27 places that they need to contact. This is where Easy Name Change comes in. They've been around for 15 years, continually developing and improving the most comprehensive name change services, not just in Australia, but worldwide. And their kits provide you with a sort of shopping list of companies where you simply pick which ones you need to notify. They send you a list with detailed instructions for each of your companies, saving you hours of calling around, waiting on hold, sending emails, and then waiting for a response. Easy name change kits also provide ready-to-send forms, letters, and emails, so you just attach your marriage certificate and you're done. Starting at $35, the value and time you get back is a no-brainer. For more help on changing your name after you get married, there is an excellent blog post on the Unbridely website, and I'll put a link in the show notes for you. And Unbridely podcast listeners get a $5 discount on their name change kits by using the code Unbridely5, that's UNBRIDELY5, the number 5, which is valid until the end of 2024. So don't be like me. Get your Easy Name Change kit so you can move on to the fun parts of being grown-ups together. The next category are health and comfort items. So pretty basic additions like pain relievers, allergy medication or antihistamines, antacids for indigestion. Pretty basic things. But then depending on what you use to help manage anxiety or nervousness, some people like to use rescue remedy or calming essential oils. Awesome. eye drops can be helpful, especially for those who are moving from glasses to contacts back again and or out in dry air during the day. You just might need a refresh before you enter into your reception. Eye drops are excellent. Very basic, but Band-Aids or anti-blister pads, even numbing heel spray can really save you towards the last couple of hours of your night. Breath mints, cough drops, hand sanitizer is a staple really now, isn't it? Straws, so you can sip away at your drinks without losing all of your lipstick. Insect repellent in some areas is a non-negotiable. You've just got to have it. And so in that vein, bite ointment as well. Think about adding flat shoes or slippers to your emergency kit. You might be desperate come the end of the night and you just need to put flat shoes on. And something that's a little bit extra, if you like, but in really hot locations, it's a godsend. A handheld fan or battery-operated USB charged fan can be a lifesaver, especially when you're waiting for photos to happen or you're waiting to enter the room or something. Just that breath of fresh air on you can really change your mood and your energy levels as well. The fourth category is items that can help you repair things that have gone wrong. Now, most of these items depend on how much input you've got into actually pulling the wedding together. If you are your own planner, coordinator, stylist, then these are items you're probably going to need to pull your wedding together. But if you're not, then a lot of these things just won't apply. And hopefully, I really hope that you've got a professional vendor to be able to take care of this stuff for you. But a wedding planner or coordinator will have things on hand like super glue for fixing everything, great for heels, keeping decor in place, all sorts of things. Super glue is universal. Cable ties hold the world together. And so depending on how much decor DIY you have to do, you might need them. Things like floral tape, floral wire, even pipe cleaners are great for securing things and keeping it quite discreet as well. You might need a toolkit, just a very basic toolkit. So nails, hammer, screwdriver, Allen keys, things like that. You may also need a hot glue gun, things like clear packing tape, black gaffer tape, cleaner wipes, goo remover, all these sorts of things that are going to help you pull your wedding together. But they're very much the kind of hands-on things you'd need, maybe the day before, maybe the day after, as you're putting up your own wedding, your own decor and things like that. But if you are, then hell, put this in the emergency kit. It's all there ready to go. And the final category for your emergency kit, I've labelled as miscellaneous but crucial. So scissors. Scissors go missing at wedding venues, wedding sites all the time because you use them for everything. Opening decor, cutting open packaging, trimming eyelash strips, opening the vents of suit jackets, by cutting open the little stitched X down the bottom. So many applications, but yeah, have a pair of scissors or two in your kit. You might also want a jewelry cleaner pen. Dirty rings don't photograph really well. So yeah, it just might be a case of, okay, the rings are a little bit dirty. Just give them a little swipe with the pen, a little rub with a soft cloth, all done, ready to go. You may need phone chargers, battery packs, charging cables. Thinking about the weather again, a clear umbrella photographs really well while keeping most of the wind and rain off your head. A hand towel for drying a person or a seat, very handy. Pens and fine point Sharpies, guest books, the pens are always running out, signing your marriage certificate, someone signing a card at the last minute, you name it, people need them. Pens and fine point Sharpies. Snacks for the quick energy. Water. Water. So essential. So yeah, have a water bottle in there. The backs of earrings. You know how, you can wear a beautiful pair of earrings and then later in the night you find out that one's fallen out or the back's fallen off. Having those little earring backs, like the little rubber stoppers, saves the day. You also want printed out the workings of your wedding day. You know, if you don't have a coordinator who's taking care of this, you really want to have a copy on hand. So that includes a list of the contact details for all your suppliers or vendors, your DJ play or don't play list printed out, your guest list, your seating chart, and contact phone numbers for your guests as well, printed out. So you can just, if anyone's looking for it, you can say it's in there. You can call Auntie Beryl. I'm certain she's lost, but she'll be fine. And the bonus tip that I was talking about earlier is to appoint someone responsible, please, your maid of honour, your mum, your planner, to manage the kit so they know where it is, who can access it, and what's in there, so you can focus much more on enjoying your day. So now, whether you're the one getting married, part of the wedding party, or even a guest, this emergency kit will have your back when the unexpected happens. Tell me if you're putting together an emergency kit. Tell me how far you're going too. Tell me whether you're getting all the repair elements in there because you're doing most of the work yourself, or whether it's just a slick of lip gloss and some paracetamol and I'm on my way. I'd really love to know. You can contact me at any time. You can email me hello@unbridely.com or DM me on Instagram @unbridely. Can't wait to chat with you again real soon. That about wraps it up for this episode of the Unbridely podcast. For the links and resources we mentioned, please head to the show notes. And if you love the show, please review and subscribe on the podcast platform you're on now so you don't miss out on a single episode. Thanks so much for listening. And remember, weddings are a team sport. Catch you soon.